Hey everyone, happy Saturday afternoon. It's evening here, but I think you're just entering afternoon. And welcome back to my channel. And you guys know I've had such an insane day. So I'm holding up one of the gifts my husband gave me. And I'm just so moved. And I waited till he left to make this video for you. He's gone to meet a work colleague. Oh folks, guess what he gave me? My first ever graphic 45. Now, my husband does not know what Graphic 45 is. He can't tell Maggie Holmes from Graphic 45, from Prima, no clue. And when I tried to explain to him today, like Authentique, Sampuria, Graphic 45, his eyes glazed over and he was like, whatever. And I was like, oh no, honey, it's just really good quality paper. And he was like, oh good, I'm glad. All right, folks, but I couldn't believe it. I saw the package and I screamed. And okay, I screamed for two reasons. One is, it's not just Graphic 45, folks. It's that he got Little Women Graphic 45. And Little Women is one of my favorite childhood books. And that's why he bought me this. And I couldn't wait to share it with you. So this is a really cool set of ephemera. It's got two parts. One is like large postcard style things. And then I think these are kind of like Project Life cards. But they're also like little mini journaling cards with like mini postcards. I've never seen these. I've looked at Graphic 45 lately. I sent some to Carmen as a gift. I made a decision to send Kathy some fancy paper as a congratulations on how amazing you've been doing lately gift. I looked at all their stuff and I didn't see these. So these are the little cards, folks. And by little, I mean they're like 1, 2, 3, 3 by 3. They're so cute. They're like ATCs, but they're so pretty. And it's all about the story Little Women done in these like vintage. Look at this. And on the back, look. He knows I love postal art. This was just so thoughtful. And folks, I get those of you that love Graphic 45. Oh, I feel you after these. Because let me tell you, these large ones, I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. They're meant to be like ephemera kind of, but they're also like a nice quality postcard. I might just send some of these as they're intended as postcards, and then others I might make other things with them. But look at this. Look at the beauty of these cards, folks. I can't believe he got me these. Now, folks, I have no idea where he got this from. There's no price tag. I wanted to wait till he left to film this for you because I don't know where he got these. The other thing he gifted me was that Flourish project pad. I can't believe it. He knew I didn't have it. He knew I had the Sunny Days one, and I liked it much better than the pad. And he knew that I'd gotten some for Alisha Love Letter Generation for her birthday. But for my husband to remember Maggie Holmes project pad, wow, we have come a long way since I started paper crafting. Because if you were with me on this journey, and if you saw Kathy's from Castle Creates comment, then you know my husband was a slow sell to this. When I started paper crafting, he had nothing but complaints. And the reason for that is he's a minimalist. If he could live in a white box empty, that's his heaven. Now, he's married to an artist. It's a bit of a problem, and a writer. In New York, we have a very small apartment, 2-bedroom apartment. One of the bedrooms is my work office for being a professor and making art. And the kind of art that I teach is wearable art, which is essentially taking clothing, modifying it, and making it a work of art that can be worn by everyday people. And I do teach that, folks. I know I don't talk about it much on here. I don't show you much, but I actually do teach that, and I do make wearable art. And I've been encouraged to have my own clothing line. And I'll tell you why I don't have it. Because this woman can't sew. I can hand sew a book, no problem. I can hand stitch things onto clothing, no problem. Give this woman a sewing machine and I will break it. I told you folks, in junior high, I almost failed home economics because I broke every sewing machine in the school. I broke the needles, I broke the machines, I screwed up with the threading bobbin thing. I can't thread a machine. And it's weird because I'm like a tomboy, okay? When we need the house painted, I do it. When we need to fix stuff on the walls here, some paint was scraping off and it was weirdly moldy. I went to the hardware store, I got the scraper, I scraped it off, I treated the mold, I painted over it. Like, I'm the woman for this. I can't thread a sewing machine. So I'm eyeing all of these amazing vinyl pouches that everyone's making on Instagram and YouTube. You know, the ones where they're hauling the holographic vinyl and they're sewing these cute little packages up, these cute little pouches, and they're filling them with sequins, and I am salivating over these projects, but I can't sew. Or like Alisha from Love Letter Generation, or Shara Crane, or all these wonderful makers are like sewing on their paper. Lily sews on paper, and Lily just got a sewing machine, and she's like an expert already. Me, I would break the machine before it touched the paper. And it's funny because today my husband, this is how far we've come, folks. We take a break. He's so excited that I love my presents. He's so moved that it felt like the holidays to me. It felt like Christmas here, folks. It really did. And I thanked him over and over again and told him how thoughtful he was. But you know we've come a long way when then he says to me, honey, do you think you could manage a sewing machine now? And I was like, oh no, never buy me one. Ever. I will break it. So I love all those things just like I love clean creating. But folks, I can't make those vinyl pouches. Maybe I can hand sew them with bookbinding needles that are nice and thick and will pierce anything. I cannot use a sewing machine. I will just break that thing the second I get it. It's just who I am. And it's hard for me to reconcile that. But you know, I think it's so important on here. We tell each other the truth about our limitations. I can do a lot. I can learn a lot by prototyping, and you know already I'm stubborn. I'm more tenacious than stubborn. I don't dig in my heels for the sake of it. I just am hardworking, and I will keep working at something until I get better at it. But sewing, I have tried. And folks, I don't get the sewing machine thing. I just don't get it. So I have to limit my projects to hand sewing. So when my school says to me, my university, why don't you have your own clothing line? You know, I'll tell you a little secret, and this isn't about bragging. It's about bragging about my students, not about me. 2 of my students who took my wearable art class this year, in their first year, are going to have their own clothing line. And one of them showed at Fashion Week in New York. Like, I'm really good at teaching wearable art. But how can I have my own clothing line if I can't sew? Lots of people say, well, Alisha, just design it and have someone else make it. But that feels so inauthentic to me. If I can't make it, I should not be a designer. Harsh truths, folks. We have to know who we are and what our limitations are. And I think that's what's great about this channel and our community on this channel. We tell each other those harsh truths, and I always tell you about my mistakes, right? Because I learned from them, and I'm hoping you do too. So yeah, sewing machine? No. Graphic 45? Oh yes, please. Now what's funny is, you know, I love Maggie Holmes paper. You know, I just love the print. I love the whole thing about it. I love the colors because I'm a color person. And other than the one I did with Sabrina, I've never done anything shabby. But I love these. I love these. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know what I'm going to do with half the stuff he brought and he gifted me. Art glitter glue, folks. It's back in the house. This is like triple thick. And this they do not have here. So I cannot believe he knew to bring this. I was like, how? He's like, it's your favorite glue. And I was like, you know that. So, you know, he gave me a really hard time when I started paper crafting. He gave me a really hard time. He complained about the mess. He complained about the die cutting every night because I'm really disciplined, right? I die cut an hour every night when I'm home. Not here. We're on vacation, not here. But when I'm home, I do die cut every night for an hour. He complained about that. He complained about the little shreds of paper. He complained about the sequins. He complained about all the stuff. He complained I was taking over our house. He complained I wasn't thinking about his need for minimalism. He complained and complained. And I did my best to try to honor it while still honoring my interest in this art form. But something has shifted, folks. Because this man, this hard man, who is a tough guy, let me tell you. He's like a man's man. He's tough. He's tough. Bought me graphic 45 and a Maggie Holmes project pad. Now, my first thought was, woohoo, I have Flourish. My second thought was, the man paid full price. Because my husband is not a coupon user, folks. He is not a discount shopper. I'm super frugal. I wait till it goes on sale. No, let's be honest. I try to wait till it's a Tuesday morning. But my Tuesday mornings don't carry a lot of Maggie Holmes. So, you know, I don't have access to Maggie Holmes the way Sabrina does, or even Carmen. That's why I drive up to Carmen's Tuesday morning. And when I see what Lisa, Made New to Create, has access to, I'm like, I have none of this at my stores. So I do my best to only buy what I have access to a Tuesday morning. But when a cherry on top has a really good sale, or when scrapbooking.com has an outstanding sale and I have extra coupons, yes, then I'll buy some Maggie Holmes there on sale. But other than that, I'm super frugal. And I know my husband did not shop that way. There's no sticker on either the carousel pad or the Flourish Project pad. So that means that man walked in somewhere and was like, do you have these things? And they were like, yes. And he said, great, I need both of them. Walked to the front cash desk and paid. I can tell you if this was at Joann's, he did not ask, is there a coupon? He probably doesn't even know about 40% off coupons. He was probably like, okay, fine, here's my money and here we go, let's take it. So I didn't want him to hear this. I didn't want him to hear this and think I'm ungrateful. I'm not ungrateful at all. If anything, I'm awed by him and what he did. But I was thinking, oh no, he paid full price. But maybe that's okay just this one time, right? Just this one time for him to tell me that he now supports this. And that means everything to me. Which is why, folks, I'm not making, I'm cleaning. I am making sure that this tiny, teeny little apartment does not get overwhelmed with all of my projects, that I'm not making my husband feel very uncomfortable, that I'm not making him feel cluttered. It's been a lot of work. This is a tiny apartment we're renting. It's 300 square feet for a living room, a dining, like there's no dining room. It's like a tiny living room with a couch and a bistro table. That's where my laptop's sitting on. It's a small fridge, a kitchen, a bedroom, and I have a dog and a husband in this space. So I have to be super organized or this is going to be clutter city and he's going to be miserable. And since he was so respectful of me, I feel like I need to be respectful of him. So if this takes me till 10 o'clock tonight, I'm going to work on it. But because his other surprise is that we're going to the desert tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be able to project share with you till Monday, and I apologize. My intention was to show you today both Nai's Memdex card that is not working and the stuff I've been doing with Danielle, and I can't wait. I designed and made for her something really unique, and I hope she loves it, and I can't wait to share it with you. And I want to also show you some other things and get some feedback from you, but it will probably be late. It'll probably be Monday that I'll do that, because tomorrow we are going swimming. We are celebrating Father's Day by spending the day together in the desert and calling our kids and our grandkids. And you know my internet does not work in the desert, folks. It thinks I'm in Jordan, so it cuts off my service. I will take videos and I will send them to you when we're back. We're not staying overnight. We're going to drive back late at night. So I'll be back in Tel Aviv late tomorrow night. But probably too late to upload videos. We'll see. But for sure, Monday, I'll make sure I do that. Now, so many of you want to see the celebration of Pride, and of course they filmed it for you. I just had this weird moral problem yesterday where I was like, is it right to share this? I didn't participate. I just watched. And then I thought, am I being voyeuristic and not being respectful of this community by doing this? And I was really unsure. And I asked my husband today, and he said, no, Alisha, you're providing a glimpse into Israeli life. That's what you're doing, and this is part of it. But I want to be sure, folks. So I have this great neighbor next door. She's a photographer and a mixed media artist. She's in her 30s. She's super cool. You would love her. I wish she had a channel, because she should, and I'm working on it, folks. But I'm going to check in with her first. And if she doesn't think that I'm doing anything offensive or doing anything inappropriate, then I will upload those videos so you can see it, because it was a fun day, super fun day, and I would love to share it with you. And next week, buckle up, folks. I've been waiting for this. My friend is coming to visit with me. She's coming from Vermont, all the way from Vermont, to spend 10 days with me here. And we are going to tour every part of Jerusalem, Bethlehem, you name it, we're doing it. And I'm going to be making a whole bunch of videos for you. And I can't wait to share it with you. I'm so excited. We're going to go all over the country, and we're taking you with us. So I hope you're ready for a big tour of this country. It's about to get really magical. Really, really magical. Not that it hasn't been to date. And I want to thank all of you. One, for the super supportive comments today, for being so happy for me when I got this stuff and sharing in my excitement. And also for just wanting to come along this journey with me. It's been such a gift to share this with you. And I feel like I'm so lucky to have you. Now, speaking of lucky, we have to thank Alisha Love Letter Generation. That BR today. First of all, Alisha, you are stunningly beautiful. I was like, whoa. And you have way less freckles than I do. Do you see this arm? I am Freckle City. Girlfriend, you're not as freckled as I was imagining. But you're super stunning. You're super personable on camera. And I loved your VR. Not just because it was so educational and helpful, because you're really good on camera. I hope we see a lot more of your face, actually. I hope. Folks, if you liked that VR and you liked what Alisha did, please let her know. because that just may affect how she does things in the future. So drop on by Love Letter Generation's channel and let her know. There was no need for a surprise. I have to tell you, Alisha, and I'm just going to say it directly. I am a huge fan of your creating. I think you are so talented. I teach design. You have this impeccable eye for color, for dimension, for layering. You know when to hold back. I tend to do too much. You know when to hold back. You're a super, super incredible maker. And your videos are so great. And I love watching everything that you make. And I love the joy when you receive Happy Mail. And I've just come to realize something about you. You're just really special. And I feel so fortunate that you come and participate in my channel. Let's be honest, folks. Alisha's one of those makers. She doesn't consider herself that way, that most of us on here recognize as an expert. And look how she participates. She's such a real person. And I knew right away that I just instantly loved her. And I'm so glad that we've had a chance to have you participate. I feel we're really blessed. But what you did for us today was so important. We had no idea. $200 a month? Okay, that blew me away. Folks, a fortnight is 2 weeks. So if $100 a fortnight is $200 a month, for some people I know, that's their whole paper crafting budget for the month. Other people that I'm friends with, their paper crafting budget is $30 a month. How the heck do we do swapping with Australia? And because we don't want to exclude the Aussies down there, folks. No, especially not people who are as talented as like Alisha and Alice. And there's a couple others Aussies. I don't need to tell you who they are. You know who they are. And they're great. So what do? Because $200 on postage? Whew, we can't ask people, we can't impose upon people that way. So here's what I'm thinking. We limit it to that size envelope. You know how Crafty Michelle, when she did the font mail challenge, she sent me a bunch of cute goodies in that little teeny envelope. We got to limit it. We got to make it so it's only like $4 for them to send it to us, or $7. Because remember, an envelope from Alisha can be $7 or $13. But keep it as cheap as we can. If we want to swap with our friends in Australia, we have to make this possible for them, folks. Because we can't be adding to that $200 a month. That's crazy. I think everyone I know has to live with a budget, and we all have to work within that budget. And we always want to make beautiful things for the people we swap with, and we want to give them goodies, but we have to do it on our budget. And so we got to be respectful and thoughtful when we're doing swaps, that we're not creating hardship for our partners. And I think what Alisha today did was let us know how difficult it is and costly, so that we can be really respectful when we're swapping with our Aussie friends. So Alisha, you did a huge service for us today, and I just want to say thank you. Also want to say I love you on camera. Folks, that's it. I've rambled on for way too long, but I had a lot to say. I had to share the graphic 45 with you. Had to. First ever. And you guys are amazing. This was my break from cleaning. You were my break because I would rather be here with you engaging. And I am going to come back and answer all your questions. I hope I answered a ton of them in this video, but I'm still going to respond to you personally. And if I'm missing any, let me know. I'm doing my best. And as always, I am super grateful for you. Super grateful. And let me know if there's things you want to see while I'm here. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're loving, what you'd love to see more of, and how I can make this more interesting for you. Because that's what I'd like to do. I'm learning so much from each of you. I want to give something back. All right, folks, that's it for now. Happy Saturday night.